Hey everybody, welcome to another video, and in today's video I'll be discussing Game 4 of the Toronto Blue Jays season, which sees them win by a final score of 7-4, and what a wild comeback win it was for the Toronto Blue Jays. So the two pitchers in today's game were Sonny Gray for the New York Yankees and Marcus Stroman for the Toronto Blue Jays. Both pitchers I thought were kind of They didn't have their best stuff. Both of them kind of struggled to find the strike zone in parts of this game. Both of them walked quite a few batters than they probably normally would have liked to. But I guess you can kind of look past this. It's their first start of the year, and for Stroman, it's his first time pitching against this new look Yankees lineup. So I'll give Sonny Gray and Stroman a kind of a pass on this one for the kind of iffy performances by both of them. But I'll start with the Yankees. So for the Yankees, Didi Gregorius, what a great season he has. He has to be feeling good going back to New York for their home opener tomorrow against the Tampa Bay Rays. He must be feeling, the one guy feeling good. He had a phenomenal series against the Blue Jays, and he did it again today. He picked up an RBI double, which would score the first run for the New York Yankees in this one. And Neil Walker would also pick up an RBI single in the same inning in the top of the third. And Brandon Drury, another kind of guy they picked up, just, nobody really thought much of, picks up the 2-run home run to which would extend the lead to 4-1. That's pretty much all the offense the Yankees had today, as the Blue Jays combined their pitching combines to hold the Yankees to 5 hits, albeit they still score 4 runs, so that's kind of decent. So for the Blue Jays, their first run came in the bottom of the second. Again, Devin Travis, he picks up his first RBI of the season for the Blue Jays. So that's really good to see Travis get going. I know he didn't play in yesterday's game because they said on the broadcast that they're going to try to protect him this year and really try not to overplay him so he gets injured. But after I thought this game was 4-1, I said, you know what, the Yankees have got this, it's game over. We're probably going to lose this one, and, we're not going to be feeling too good. But then, I just kind of hanging around, just kind of watching the game while I was doing other stuff in the background, and then up steps Justin Smoke in the bottom of the 7th, and on a 1-0 count, hits a 2-run home run. I'm like, okay, now we're back in this game. On his first home run, it looked like it was going to be a double, but the ball just, for some reason, just hung up there, and it looked like Brett Gardner was ready to play the hop off the top of the wall, but it just stayed up, and it got out. 2-run home runs. Justin Smoke would take that. That would be his first home run of the year, and he continues his hot streak. He picks up his 4th RBI already, since he had 2 yesterday, so he picks up 2 again today, but he wasn't done there. The very next inning, and what an inning it was for the Blue Jays. If you didn't catch the bottom of the 8th, you got to go watch that whole inning somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's all over social media, but you got to watch that inning from Justin Smoke and the Blue Jays. So the Blue Jays, they get runners on. So it's on, they have second and third. I believe it was Travis and I believe Solarte got on. And then Donaldson steps up. So Aaron Boone, I thought he made a poor managerial decision here. So Donaldson coming up to this at bat with runners on first and second. He was, at the time, I believe he was 1 for 11 in the series, and Aaron Boone elects to intentionally walk him to face the hottest hitter of the series for the Blue Jays in Justin Smoke. And I'm thinking, what is he doing? Like, that was such a... That's kind of a move of a rookie manager, and I know that this is Aaron Boone's first year, and I guess he'll take the blame for the loss in this one, but that was a poor managerial decision. Donaldson's struggling in the series. Maybe he was thinking he's struggling, he's got runners in scoring position, it's a big moment. Maybe he was thinking he was gonna bust out of that slump and completely change the game for the Blue Jays there and drive in the go-ahead run and the tying run. And he probably said, hey, I'll take my chances and pitch to Smoke. But no. And and he elects to intentionally walk Donaldson, so upset Smoke. And what a battle it was between David Robertson and Justin Smoke. Justin Smoke fouled off a ton of pitches. I believe it was like around a 9-10 pitch at bat. He fouled off about 4 or 5 really good curveballs from David Robertson, and David Robertson finally caved in. He showed him the fastball after I think Smoke fouled off 4 straight curveballs, and Justin Smoke got absolutely all of it. When he first hit it, I'm thinking, okay, it's a good hit, but it doesn't. From I don't know, on TV it didn't look like it was going to go out, and then it just kept hanging up there, kept staying up, and it went out for a grand slam to take the lead 7-4, and the Blue Jays would lock it down. They wouldn't give up any more runs, and they win the ball game. Aaron Boone, I'm pretty sure, is going to take fault for the loss. He'll probably admit, he made a poor decision to pitch to Justin Smoke in that situation. He probably, if he could take it back, he'd probably rather face Josh Donaldson. But that's what you're going to get with first-year managers. Stuff like that's going to happen. They're not experienced enough to know when they should when and who they should pitch to in what situation. But another storyline they also mentioned that wasn't really talked about this game is the Blue Jays bullpen. They actually outpitched that New York Yankees bullpen. They combined for 9 innings, holding the Yankees to 2 hits. 2 hits all series. That is absolutely fantastic. Nobody was talking about how well the Blue Jays bullpen pitched. That was absolutely phenomenal. If they could do that every single series this year against the Yankees, oh my goodness, I really like our chances of getting into the playoffs. Sen 1-0 picks up the save because Osuna pitched in all 3 games earlier, so that's why he didn't make an appearance in today's game. Sen 1-0's slider is absolutely nasty. If you haven't seen this guy's slider, it's got nasty downward movement. Oh, it's really dirty to right-handers. Tyler Clippard looks really good too. He's another really solid reliever that we picked up. It was kind of a not really a big kind of hype signing, but again, it was one of those kind of low kind of risk moves after Tyler Clippard came off a bad year last year, which saw him on like 4 different teams, and he pitched really well. He's had an amazing spring so far that I saw. He kind of was signed late into the spring, but I thought he had a really good spring, and he's having a really good start to the year this year for the Blue Jays. He looks like a quality 7th inning option for the Blue Jays. So now that's 3 solid relievers for the Blue Jays. So like I said in the first video, this is probably the best bullpen we've had in probably the last 5 years. I'm saying this bullpen this year is better than the bullpen we had when we went to the postseason in 2015 and 2016. I'm saying it because now we have 3 quality relievers, and those years in the postseason, we only had 1 guy, and that was Roberto Osuna, and that was it. And maybe a little bit of Joe Biagini in there as well, but I always thought Joe Biagini is not really a bullpen guy. He's a starter. He throws 5 different pitches. Relievers don't throw 5 different pitches. They usually stick to like 1 or 2, 3 at the maximum. So it's nice that we finally have a good bullpen this year. Hopefully that will help us get into the postseason again. We should be in the hunt. So tomorrow the Blue Jays will open up a series against the Chicago White Sox, and for the first time for the Blue Jays fans, we'll see Jaime Garcia in action. He's another good pitcher, just like Marcus Stroman. He's a very ground ball oriented pitcher. He relies a lot on the ground ball out to get him out of situations, so our defense is going to have to be ready for that. And I thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you all later.